Hello there, Aries. Welcome back to Misfits of the Zodiac. My name is Ace. I'm going to be doing a mid-monthly for Spooky October. The intention behind this is these are messages from your ancestors, so I hope that resonates with you. I picked one card for your recent past, one card for your present energy, and one card for your near future, and you got two oracle cards that came out to sum everything up. Let's get started. So, your recent past energy is kind of trickster, I'm not gonna lie. There could be either someone in your immediate, someone near you, or there's a part of me that kind of feels like for about half of you, this is actually yourself, and you're kind of tricking yourself. But the energy feels like, someone's been getting away with it. Either you or the person around you has been getting away with something, and it's time to kind of wake up from it, because it's either going to manifest in self-sabotage if it's you, or it could potentially be someone that is stealing from you in some way, whether it's your energy, literally your money, or some other asset that you have that's near and dear to you. So be mindful of that. Obviously, don't spiral, don't be fearful of everyone around you. Just be extra cognizant towards the end of this month, because there is a trickster element to the energy. And this is your recent past, so you might have already been through this, and that person might have been found out, whether it's you or another person. So just be something to be aware of towards the end of this month. Your next card, your present energy, is the Knight of Cups. So if this previous situation, if it's not you, I feel like this is this trickster person. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is sometimes someone who comes in to help, and they have good intentions usually, but sometimes it's more of a surface level kind of a help, and they're either expecting something back in return, or the reason that they're helping is because they're doing something on the side that they feel some guilt about. So unconsciously, they're doing all these good deeds. I don't always get that vibe from this card, but that's the feeling that I get. This could be someone you just recently started dating. They're almost like giving this very like love bomby kind of attention, and it could be because they have someone else that they're also talking to at the same time, and they're kind of been getting away with it, and I feel like you're gonna see through it, so I wouldn't worry about it. If this is you, this is your creative spirit wanting to come out. This is you going towards a goal of some sort of creative idea, and potentially getting to a point where you might start to self-sabotage because you're seeing progress, and your unconscious or your nervous system feels a threat because you're going to be doing more, and so it's like trying to slow you down by self-sabotaging. So just be aware of that energy in the, I'd say, third week of October. Because your last card that you got is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me that something's being taken if you're not careful. And that's what I was talking about by this trickster energy. If it is someone else, it could be something financial. It could just be a waste of your time. If you are dating someone and they're dating other people, but you don't know that they're dating other people, and you're going all in, but they're only going in halfway, this might be your sign to be like, yeah, I'm not interested, so that you don't waste any more of your time. It could be money. I'm getting more that it's time more than anything. And again, if it's you, you're wasting your own time if you're too caught up in you're doing really well on a creative project, and then all of a sudden you get in your head about it, you start to slow down, all of a sudden you're getting distracted, you're finding ways to distract yourself from doing the thing that you know will actually help you get to the next level of what you're wanting to do. So don't let yourself steal time, energy from yourself. And if you feel like you're starting to go into that headspace, maybe take a break, maybe do some meditation and figure out what is it that you're afraid of. because I think that if you can get to the root of what is trying to stop you and why you're trying to stop yourself, you can work through it and face it head on and not continue to move through unconscious yuck, if that makes sense. Okay. I feel like you are more than capable of doing this. You've just been maybe like avoiding some things that you're seeing, whether it's in someone else or in yourself. And I think some reflection is going to be helpful. Your 2 cards that you got are for your oracle, to wrap this up, is protection and reflection, which I think is really interesting. It really does summate this whole reading. I feel like the protection is that you are divinely protected. You know how to protect yourself from people who are being tricksters. And if it is you, you know what you need to do. So take a good look in the mirror. Don't be afraid to reflect on things that you're doing to potentially sabotage yourself, because loving yourself anyway and looking at all of the things that you're doing and loving that part of yourself, they're trying to tell you something, okay? So your unconscious, when it is self-sabotaging, there could be some fear of like, I'm not going to have the support if I continue to go down this route, and so it'll try to shut you down. So if you can figure out, it's a route to what you need. If you can figure out what the fear is, then you can figure out what the need is, and then you can give yourself what you need so that you don't have this unconscious loop that continues to self-sabotage, if that makes sense. If you have any questions about this, I can go into another video about this. I don't normally do that, but I've been doing some work in this area, so I have a little bit more to say, but I don't want to keep those of you who just want a quick and dirty reading. But let me know in the comments if you have any more questions, and I'd be happy to create another video for you to go more into depth. But I think that you understand what I'm saying. Maybe look into doing some shadow work around this, because I feel like I'm getting the download to potentially do some scrying. If you're unfamiliar with scrying, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can look into a black mirror, hence reflection. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that. If that sounds interesting to you, I highly recommend going and checking out different things, and whatever seems like it resonates with you, maybe try that. Could be a really great way to get back in touch with yourself and figure out what's going on, if it is you. If this is someone else, you are protected, and you know what you're doing. So just try to remind yourself that you can be aware of a trickster energy if you're present. If you're not checked in and you're continuing to go about your day and you're not being present and you're just kind of like going through the motions of your day, that's when the potential for this Page of Pentacles in the reverse happens, where you're going to have some sense of like something being stolen from you, whether it's time, energy, or literally money. I hope that this helped. I'm so glad I was able to fit in a mid-monthly for October. It's my favorite month of the year. Halloween's my favorite holiday. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, and I will talk to you in November for your monthly. Can't believe we're saying that. All right, guys. Have a good one. I will see you next month. Bye.